You should buy Moza. Hi folks, in this video we're going to compare two direct drive bases, the Fanatec CSL DD 8Nm and the Moza R12 which delivers 12Nm. Both of these are my personal ones. In this video we'll cover the specific of each base, the manufacturer software and overall ecosystem capabilities you get when you choose between Moza and Fanatec. I have owned CSL DD for a year already together with this rim. I made a review for it separately, you can check for a link in the video description. And my new Moza R12 which I've been using with the KS wheel. I've had it for a month now and even tested in some endurance races, so I've got plenty to share with you. Most of the points I'll mention about the Moza R12 are also applicable to the Moza R9, of course, taking account that it will have similar feedback strength with the boosted CSL DD of 8Nm. Let's start from the most obvious difference in force feedback strength. I have the CSL DD 8Nm with the original boost kit. Initially when I upgraded from G29 I was impressed by its strength, however, as I got used to it the initial wow factor gradually faded. Most of the time I play as at a Corsa Competizione, where force feedback strength is crucial for feeling tire grip and the overall weight transition of the car. However, even with the 8Nm base I couldn't consistently feel the full range of the feedback. During a race with the adrenaline pumping, you are focused on a battle or heating up from the intensity and it becomes easy to lose the detailed connection with the car, unless you are fully concentrated on it. Another downside was that I was using the relatively heavy steering wheel which together with a quick release weighed about of 3 kilos. The heavier your wheel, the slower the base response in terms of force feedback and delivering effects. That was one of the reasons I choose Moza. Fanatec doesn't offer a lightweight wheel at an affordable price that I found appealing. Plus, I didn't want to buy a 5-year-old product like the McLaren wheel, especially when it's priced similarly to new options like the Moza KS or Simarcing GT Neo. For the less demanding games on car control like Rally or Euro Truck Simulator, it's totally fine and good to go, even for drifting. The base's speed and reaction generally sufficient to keep up with direction changes of the car's wheels. Moza's 12Nm base feels excellent, I'd say it strikes a good mean in terms of force feedback power. Paired with a lightweight KS wheel, it provides a complete understanding of what's happening with the car, including how the tires are working and other key dynamics. For ACC I set it to 65% gain with the full force in pit house and it felt great. For endurance races on demanding tracks like Bathurst or Nordschleife, I even reduced it to 55% as the force feedback strength was too taxing on my hands, and even at this lower setting I still had a complete understanding of what's car tires and their behavior. So a 12Nm base could be a great long-term choice, since you're unlikely to feel a lack of power or need for an upgrade. I managed to heat up the R12 to almost 50 degrees, but I didn't experience any force feedback throttling. With radical settings in pit house it can handle temperature up to 60 degrees before it might start to throttling. Meanwhile the CSL remained cold all the time, I couldn't heat it up to any reasonable temperature, which suggests the base is quite limited on its power output. It might be capable of handling more electricity and delivering more force, but Fanatec likely decided to play it safe to avoid risks. So don't worry if your Moza gets warm, it's expected behavior and completely normal. The overheating issue that affected the first batch of R9 models have been resolved and they are perfectly fine now. Fanatec has some mess with their quick release system and took a strange road. When you buy a wheel, they give you an option, you can go with a cheaper quick release light, which is not very durable and could potentially damage your wheel and base pins, or you can pay extra for a durable quick release that will last forever. So when you are looking at the wheels price, be sure to add at least €50 more for the better quick release option. Now they've taken things a step further by essentially forcing you to upgrade to a quick release version 2. They no longer sell the good metal quick release as a standalone option, it's not even listed when you add a wheel to your cart or nor is mentioned on the side. This means you have to upgrade your quick release system on the base side. But what if you already own 2 or 3 of the rims? In that case, get ready to open your wallet, because you'll be forced to switch to the new quick release system and discard your old ones from the base and from the wheels. It's not obvious to customers that they need to double check which QR system the base has and which one is being shipped with the wheel. There are countless posts on Facebook from people asking how to connect components that simply don't work together. Most bases now come with the new QR2 system pre-installed. However, the GT-DD base is still shipped with QR1, meaning you'll need to purchase the QR2 upgrade separately for the base side and swap it out. Since good QR1s are no longer available, upgrading becomes unavoidable. And again, for you to understand, this is how it looks now. You have QR1 and QR2 options for the bases and steering wheels. Some bases are shipped with QR1 and some with QR2. Here is the list of how compatible QRs on the wheel side looks like, but metal QR1 is discontinued and you can't purchase it new. Plastic QR1 light is weak and might break, so I don't recommend it. If you purchase a new or used base with the QR1, you'll need to pay extra to upgrade to the QR2 system to safely attach a wheel without worrying about the QR light issue. Eventually, Fanatec will likely transition fully to QR2 for all new products. However, the problem will persist in the used product market, where finding a compatible QR version might be a challenge. Moza's QR system is significantly better. First of all, it comes included with the wheel at no extra cost, works flawlessly and don't have any issues. So be like Moza, don't be like Fanatec. One major advantage is that SimMagic uses the same QR mechanism as Moza. This means wheels from SimMagic and Moza are physically interchangeable without needing adapters or extra costs. The only requirement is connecting the wheel directly to your PC, since the wheelbase won't communicate with the wheel from another brand. For example, thanks to the Magic MagLink, you can easily mount a GT Neo wheel on your Moza wheelbase. Isn't that great? The CSL DD 8nm costs €450 if you buy it standalone. However, if you go for a bundle with the pedals and steering wheel, the price of the base drops just to €300, which is a huge saving. But if you need anything beyond the base, things get expensive quickly. The steering wheel options aren't exactly budget friendly, and don't forget extra cost for a good quick release system. On the other hand, Moza currently has sales with the R12 priced at around €500 and the R9 at €400. I'd recommend going in this direction. An extra €50 is absolutely worth it. With Moza, your options are wide open. Want an F1 style rim? They've got it. Need a regular round wheel? No problem. They even developed a special wheel for trackers and multifunctional stalls for your setup. This means you can play any game from Euro, American Track Simulator to F1 or hardcore titles like iRacing and ACC, simply by swapping wheels from a single manufacturer that guarantees their compatibility. And don't forget about SimMagic, as I mentioned earlier, you can easily use their wheels with your Moza base. The only drawback is the lack of PlayStation compatibility. Fanatec holds exclusive rights in this field of direct drive bases with PlayStation support. However, you wouldn't get a PS5 compatibility with the CSL DD either. For that, you'd need to go for more expensive DD Pro version. Here's a look at the Moza Pit House. It features a modern design and is regularly updated. Your base has common settings like force feedback strange, maximum angle, damping and wheel spring effects. What sets this apart is the FFB equalizer. You can enchant certain effects to make them stronger or tone them down to suit your taste. The force feedback curve adjustments is also available. Not sure who needs it, but anyway, thanks, we have it. There are also miscellaneous settings like temperature control strategies and steering angle limit range. While the next more related to the wheel's capabilities, the configuration options are quite extensive. For example, you can set the clutch pedals to function as an axis or as a butt if you are not using them for the clutch, knobs and sticks to act as a buttons or a directional pad, and so on. Meanwhile, the Fanatec control panel feels like something straight out of the Windows XP era, and it hasn't evolved much. You have common adjustment for the base, and basically that's it. On the positive side, Fanatec offers the FanaLab, a standalone tool that allows you to configure and save settings tailored to a specific games or even particular cars, if telemetry is available. It automatically loads the preset when the app launches, which is a convenient feature. Unfortunately, Moza doesn't have anything like this yet. While you can save settings presets in Pit House, you can't map them to a specific games, meaning you have to load them manually every time and separately for the wheel and for the base. Fanatec is well known for its support, or rather the long wait time for responses. Even though Corsair has owned the Fanatec for a while now, there haven't been any dramatic improvements. people still complains about having to wait a week or two for a response. My personal experience with the Fanatec support a year ago wasn't great either. I waited weeks for a response and in the end they weren't able to help me. The issue turned out to be on my side, a malfunctioning USB hub that my wheelbase was connected to, but I figured that on my own. Another strange issue I experienced with the CSL DD is that sometimes it delivers lower forward feedback strange, feeling like it's only 5 Newton meters. To fix this I have to open the control panel and move the force feedback slider back and forth for it to regain full strength. And another one is that whenever I turn on the CSL DD, my screen briefly turns off and on again. I suppose it's due to some interferences, not a big deal but still odd. I haven't experienced any issue with the R12 base so far. However, I did have one problem with the KS wheel. I reached out to Moza support and honestly it was the best support experience I've ever had. Here's how it went. Day 1, I opened a ticket describing my problem. Day 3, Moza responded, confirming that the issue is covered under the RMA and that they would replace my wheel. Day 7, a courier arranged by Moza collected the wheel at no cost to me. Day 12, the old wheel arrived at Moza's warehouse in Germany. Day 19, Moza shipped out the replacement wheel. I still haven't received it yet, it has arrived in my country but it's currently stuck in the warehouse due to Christmas holidays. That's why it's not on the table right now. I would have already received it by now if it weren't for the holidays. So more or less 25 days in total and I'll have the new wheel in my hands. In the same time I might have only received a first step reply from Fanatec support. I wish everyone could experience the same level of the support for any issues they encounter with their gear. Overall, it's not about choosing the wheelbase only, it's about choosing the ecosystem and environment you'll be a part of as a sim racer. Please don't get me wrong, I'm not a Fanatec hater, I've used their product for a year now and the product itself isn't bad. However, taking into account that you get quick release system mess, old and primitive software, bad customer support, outdated technology for a price of a modern product. The prices are higher than the competitors for similar products. I just can't suggest anyone to buy it brand new, except if you need it for PlayStation 5, but again, it's not a CSL DD story. Thank you for watching, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumb and subscribe for more. Bye bye. Received my replacement KS wheel and again it have some issues. I will reach out Moza support regarding those problems again and we'll see how they will help me sort it out. So once the journey with this KS wheel finally will ends, I will record a new video describing the issue I had and how Moza support helped me to sort it out. So stay tuned and subscribe for more.